Thanks for joining us this morning for our weekly sales meeting. This version happening via Zoom. We had a great time last week in Pepper Pike. We're going to have a great time next week in Lakewood, and we're going to have a great time today with everybody on. Our featured conversation this morning comes to us through our Leverage Center, where we're going to talk about all the things you can do to stay top of mind with your clients this holiday season. The holiday season precedes the spring market. And so if we are not in conversation with our clients, our sphere of influence, and others, earning referrals and getting everything in order for a strong start to next year, we may not have one. So Tori from the Leverage Center is going to talk a little bit about what it looks like to do that at the top of the hour. In the meantime, I am going to take us through our regularly scheduled programming this morning. For the first few minutes, we're going to hear from some sponsors and then turn it over to her. Every week we start our conversation with a deep dive into our belief system, which is the foundation of our culture. These 10 behaviors represent, or mindset or ideologies. I don't actually know what maybe beliefs. These 10 beliefs would be great examples of how we live our culture, how we take our culture from inside to outside, right? We have inside culture and we have outside culture, what we do for people inside or outside of the company. And so all of these, very critical. I like to pick one when we're on Zoom and just chat through it. And I think, I feel like I always come to this one, but it is one that I'm passionate about, and it's teamwork. I think it is an organizational superpower. And I also think that it's a great example of what it would look like to partner with the Leverage Center for transaction coordination or holiday touches. We have a perspective or a purpose as a company, which is to say where entrepreneurs thrive. And I had a great conversation with a colleague last week about entrepreneurship. And he was talking about in his company how he was trying to create a culture of entrepreneurship, and what does that mean, and what does that actually look like to be entrepreneurial. And it was interesting. When we hear the word entrepreneur, we think about a guy or a gal up late at night poring over paperwork at their desk and like they're at the top of the heap and all these things. And he said that for him, the things that he was looking for from an entrepreneur or somebody who could thrive in an entrepreneurial environment was first accountability, right? Entrepreneurs are ultimately accountable as they are the beginning, middle, and end of a lot of their businesses. But the second thing was for somebody to be successful in an entrepreneurial environment, they actually had to be able to work well as a part of a team, which I thought was really interesting. And he explained that for an entrepreneur, since it's not about being alone, it has to be about being with other people. And teamwork is what it means to thrive in an environment with other people. And so it doesn't have to be you that does everything. It doesn't have to be you that is, doing the bookkeeping, the accounting, the marketing, the this, the that, the other thing as the entrepreneur. The entrepreneurs have to have a vision. They have to take risks. They have to be accountable. And they also have to be able to work together as a part of a team. We are very fortunate, as we will dive into today, to have a bunch of amazing people, not only on our leadership team, but throughout the entire company, and more specifically inside of the Leverage Center, which is your quote unquote team for hire. So we'll dive into that in just a minute. But this week, and especially as we go through these next couple of months, powering through the holiday season and being around and spending time with so many people, think about the world through the lens of teamwork. All right, some upcoming trainings for us. My slides are not turning over. There we go. Tonight in Pepper Pike, we are hosting a career night, how to become a real estate agent, what it looks like to get involved and get engaged with our industry. And then we're also very excited on Saturday morning at 11 a.m., we are going to host a session in our Lakewood office. So we know that a lot of people interested in exploring this industry are currently gainfully employed in another. And so we're trying something by having it on a weekend to see if we can have a different conversation with a different group of people. And then we'll take a break for the holiday, and we'll be right back in everybody's Zoom room for a virtual session on December 3rd. So who do you know who is looking to change careers, to pick up a second career, or third career? Who do you know that is looking to be an entrepreneur, work as a part of a great team, join a great company? All of those things and more available to anybody looking at the real estate industry. Last call for the gratitude gathering tomorrow at the Cross Country Mortgage headquarters in downtown Cleveland. We bring together the East and West Side for a big party where we're grateful to be in business with one another. We're going to have a real fun time at the Cross Country headquarters. We're in a private suite in the penthouse, as I like to call it. It's only the 4th floor, but it is the top floor. So technically, I think that qualifies it as a penthouse. We're going to be getting together there and having a real fun time, being grateful about one another, meeting and spending time with each other as agents and as people. There will be some fun programming and ultimately some really good food and perhaps some seasonal cocktails, some mulled wine. I don't know. I think Jarecki has been working on a special brew for this very occasion. So we'll see if he pulls it out. On Thursday this week, we have a great training, which is Price Like a Pro. If you think about the market that we are coming out of and the market that we are going into, it is one where pricing matters most. Gone are the days, or if they are not fully gone, they are on their last breath, those days of putting a house on the market and treating it like an auction. The most important thing that an agent can do in a listing exercise is pricing. And so we're going to hear from some top agents, some people who list a lot, some people who've seen a lot about their pricing strategies. As the amount of inventory is up month over month, it's up year to date, it's up year over year. The months of supply on the market is up. The absorption rate, how many homes are actually getting sold and leaving the market, is down. Everything directionally says more inventory, fewer buyers, houses sit longer. If you don't price it right, the opportunity to sell it drops massively in the shifting market. And so we're going to hear about how our top agents figure out what the right price is and what their go-to-market strategy is. Whoops. All right. Every Wednesday in November and December, our regional tech trainer, Sarah Herda, leads a session called Command Your Business. Don't miss those. Great opportunities to understand all the evolutions of the widgets and applets inside of Command and how to leverage them for your business. Our Growth Collective, off to a great start last week, continuing today via Zoom. Today, November 12th, via Zoom. So make sure you don't miss that. It got pulled forward from Tuesday to Wednesday. And the next Wednesday, we'll be in Pepper Pike for a live and in-person session. This month's focus for the Growth Collective is once again and always around accountability, but this time more focused on investments, investing, and working with investors. And then our Launch Plus continues. Great session yesterday. Thank you, Kelly, for the offer cover letter session. If you are still competing in multiple offers, if you want your offer to stand out or be read more quickly and more thoroughly and understood better, a cover letter goes a long way. Next week, we're going to talk about adding opportunities into Command and managing your pipeline with something other than a whiteboard in your office and or scraps of paper strewn throughout your desk. My goodness, I've got an itchy trigger finger here this morning. All right. So partner updates. I saw Rick.
Wait, Mike, I have one last thing.
Oh yeah, sure.
I wanted to let everyone know, if you haven't already heard, about our holiday party. This year it's going to be December 7th, and we're actually at a new location. We're going to be at Punch Bowl Social. This is a great event to end the year. Just hang out with your fellow agents. You can invite a guest as well. Tickets are live for that now. I am going to put the link in the chat. That is all.
Real quick, it's not just drinks and dancing. There's bowling and darts, right? It is, and I heard karaoke. Is there karaoke? Okay, so if you like watching me lip sync on Tuesday mornings on Zoom, you'll have the opportunity to hear me sing some Queen live and in living color. And I won't stop until we raise a certain amount of money for KW Cares. So it's a real win-win for us this year at the holiday party. No, thank you for that reminder. More details will be coming out. Make sure you grab tickets straight away. All right, now over to Mr. Rick Capretta. I saw you in the room.
Yeah, Janelle's on too, and I think she's going to speak. There she is.
Hi, Janelle. Oh my gosh, we'd much rather have Janelle speak.
Oh my. Hey guys, good morning. Well, I just want to let you know, first of all, we're so thankful. We've almost been in partnership for 2 years, which is insane. So for those agents that maybe were new when we started and you're hitting that like 1.5, 2 million volume, and you're wanting to maybe explore ABAs, Rick and I would be happy to talk to you because the opportunity never leaves the table. And then also it's that time of year where we will start holding 1.5 times the amount of taxes from your seller to credit to the buyer, just to make sure that they're covered for, when your buyer receives the tax bill from 2024. So just, if your sellers are like, wait a minute, I paid my bills. Yes, you did. But that was 2023. So you got to pay 2024 next year. And you know what? Your rate may have gone up a bit. So we're going to hold a little bit more. Okay, guys, so any questions? If you have them, call Rick or I. We'd be happy to help.
That is a great piece of feedback and a great way to get ahead of this conversation that whether you have it when you're under contract or you have it after you close, you should be talking to your clients about their taxes and what's going on there. Having it in advance makes you look like a super helpful professional relationship-based, service-based realtor. Having it later on after they found out that they have to pay taxes or that something wasn't held back in a great enough way is much more difficult.
Agreed.
All right. Is Renee on the line this morning? All right. Who do we have from cross country?
Me.
The old brewmaster himself.
Brewmaster. Actually, I wasn't prepared here. I didn't realize what time it was, and I was getting ready to head to East Side for a cross-country mortgage volunteer event with some veterans this afternoon. Well, actually at 11 o'clock. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow evening. Hopefully all signed up for it. It's going to be a great night, a couple hours down there at cross-country mortgage headquarters up in our little speakeasy. So if you haven't signed up, if you're still able to sign up, please get signed up and let's do this and have some fun tomorrow.
Awesome, man. We're looking forward to seeing you and appreciate you being our host. Thank you, and everybody at Cross Country for everything they do for veterans. Greatly appreciated, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow, sir. All right, over to the a double dip in the Leverage Center today, is Liz on?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Liz, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Terrific.
So one thing I wanted to comment on was I feel like I'm actually seeing an increase in listings coming on the market lately. So I just want to remind agents that even though it's the holidays, people are still doing real estate. So don't take 2 months off, or you will probably regret it come the first quarter of next year. So things are still moving. We're still here. If you're extra busy in the holiday season and you need help, but you want to keep your real estate business going, then of course, Leverage Center is here. Help with all your transaction coordination, your marketing, whatever it is you need.
Yeah, such a great call out. You don't have to just be busy with real estate. And I know Tori's going to talk a lot about this and some of the things that she's going to dive into. But if life gets you busy, you can release some of the real estate stress by hiring the leverage center. That's the great thing, is that it's there when you need it, and a really great opportunity, because I know many of you, and I know you personally, and I know that you are not only the center of your real estate universe, you're the center of your households. You're probably hosting Thanksgiving. You're doing a holiday party book club thing. You're doing I gotta, get all the Christmas shopping done. All of those things, are going to take up time, and they're going to add stress. I don't know that Liz or Tori are going to go do your Christmas shopping for you, but I do know that they can de-stress the real estate side of things so that you can be present for that big, bold, beautiful life that real estate has helped you build. So don't think that, and it's a beautiful thing that the Leverage Center has. We're a non-contract based group, guns for hire, some might say. Mr. Goldberg with Keller Home Loans.
Good morning.
Good morning.
De-stressing is always good.
Amen, brother.
Just a couple quick things. November's a quirky month with business days. So when you're writing contracts with contingency dates and closing dates, remember Thanksgiving and Friday of Thanksgiving are typically not work days for most people. Appraisers, title companies, lenders as well. So pay attention. I've had a few people in the past couple days try and slam deals in like first week of December, and I'm like, it's possible, but let's be realistic here before you put everybody on the line. One other program that we just wanted to quickly mention, this is for investors only, and typically experienced investors that do fix and flips and rehabs and for rentals. We've got a great program that's a DSCR loan, no personal income docs, close in the LLC name, nothing on personal credit, but we can finance 90% of the cost of the home and 90% of the renovation cost, up to certain limits. But I've got a property right now in Beechwood. It was bought for like $350. They're putting 120 into it, and they're like out of pocket is nothing. So great opportunity to talk to your investor clients to get them into more deals without a lot of cash out of pocket.
Awesome. Love that. Thank you for the good reminder and the good tip.
Sure.
All right. And now we are going to hear from KW Cleveland Cares member Amanda Marshall a little bit about what they're doing to support agents this month, as they do every month, and hear a little bit more about what just another KW Cares story. Amanda, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Just a quick reminder, we're still accepting requests or referrals for our Thanksgiving gift card giveaway. So you can actually go to that website link that's on the page right now, or scan that QR code. Or you can actually email us confidentially at kwcares297@gmail.com. Also, as part of outreach, we wanted to share a story of an agent that we helped. It's not always a monetary need, but it's also support and filling a void that we take care of as well. Excuse me. So one time we had an agent in our office who unfortunately had a death in the family, and they didn't really need monetary support, but we still found a way to help. They were providing food at the calling hours, and thankfully they did receive lots of food from family and friends, but it was all pasta and pastries and fattening, filling stuff. So they really needed something healthy to provide as well. So we purchased a really nice spread of salad and fruit trays and brought it personally to the funeral home to be able to provide that for them. So once again, big or small, please do not hesitate to reach out confidentially at that email or on our landing page. That's it. Have a great
Awesome.
day.
Thank you so much for that example and for the constant reminder of what we have at our fingertips here to help each other, and that is our KW Cleveland Cares group. So thank you. All right, time to turn the sticks over to Miss Tori, who is going to take us through what's going on with holiday, what's available, what's happening, what's going on with holiday touches here at the Leverage Center. Good morning, Tori.
Well, good morning. Hello, everyone. I do see some unfamiliar faces and names in here, so just a little introduction. I'm Tori Fantozzi. I am the Marketing and Graphic Design Coordinator here at KWGM and also for the Leverage Center. I'm excited to share some ideas with you guys today on making some meaningful holiday touches with your clients and how you can leverage some resources through the Leverage Center as well. We're going to talk about the importance of connecting with past, present, and potential clients during the holidays specifically. These touches are a great way for you to stay top of mind in a way that is genuine and will build long-term relationships. So I'll be covering different holiday touches, marketing resources I have brought for you, and then we'll have some time for questions at the end as well.
Awesome.
So who are we? Like I said, I'm the Marketing and Graphic Design Coordinator for the Leverage Center. If you're not familiar, my job is to be available to agents for an infinite range of projects, really. Print, digital, that includes social media management, email marketing, print projects like business cards, brochures, for sale flyers, mailers, basically whatever you can possibly think of. And then you heard from Liz earlier as well, our transaction coordinator. We do have the QR code here if you did want to visit the Leverage Center to check out any additional offerings. They're not limited to what is on the site. We can do, if you have any other ideas, we can absolutely do that as well. That link is in the chat too. Also wanted to mention Liz and I have been discussing different ways to help agents with specific projects. So if you have any ideas of tasks that would help make your life a little easier, reach out and let us know, and we would love to work on that for you or with you.
Nice.
So why holiday touches matter? This is your time to stand out with client appreciation. So just a handful of reasons of why it's so important. You're going to build loyalty and trust, which is key in the real estate business. It's going to encourage return and referrals. Clients who feel more valued are going to be more likely to return, refer you to their friends and family. Huge, I think, is it shows clients that they're more than just transactions to you. Just a simple, small gestures, reaching out regularly just shows that you're not just a sale to them. You are important to them personally and for your business. It's going to set you apart and differentiate you from your competitors as well. These efforts, big or small, are going to make you memorable in this very competitive market. It's definitely going to reinforce your value with that client. Also, it's going to keep you top of mind. Your consistent touches are going to reinforce your relationship with the client and also your personal brand. We're going to strengthen long-term relationships. These ongoing gestures and touches are going to create loyalty between the two of you, and also, like we mentioned, the referrals in the long run. So this is definitely.
Oh, sorry. Just a quick question. Is there any downside to doing a holiday touch?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so either. It's
No.
I mean, there's so many great reasons, and no one ever gets a piece of mail from a human being. Now, we all got them from politicians and from what felt like mail spam bots, but you get it from a person, you get pretty excited, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd also want to mention too that with the new year coming up, this is when people are gonna typically start making big life changes or think about making big life changes. So definitely a good time to stay relevant in their mind with 2025 approaching as well.
Great point.
All right, so what you can do, just a few different materials we're going to talk about today. Holiday cards, gifts, email campaigns, holiday events and open houses, and then also social media. So holiday cards, like Mike mentioned as well, this is like the best time, I think, to be sending out mailers. Not that mailers are bad, I think they are effective, but right now you're almost guaranteed to like be put on the fridge with this one. Everyone's happy to receive personalized mail. You can even include a short handwritten note on these cards as well if you want to make it extra personal, or if there's certain clients that you have like a deeper relationship with and want to just add a little extra touch. So receiving this heartfelt card during the holidays definitely leaves a lasting impression, associates you and your brand with thoughtful care and appreciation.
So these are all just different templates that you use, and you do some custom design as well. Oh, here we are.
Yes, yeah. The previous slide was just a handful of templates. We have a Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, just a general Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, and a 2025. These are all pre-made templates I made that are pretty cost efficient for anybody. It's open for anybody to use. I do ask that we do get orders in by November 27th if you were considering ordering any cards, or if you're doing it yourself as well. That's important because right now a lot of printing places are going to get an influx of ordering. So you want to make sure you get them ordered so you can get them. Because if it takes 2 weeks, you want to make sure you can send them out right away in December so people have them for the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
All right, pricing. So for the templates on the previous slide, pricing for those, we have an option for a digital download. That is if you want to just order the card yourself, we will fill out the information for you, send you the download, and then you can have free reign of how you want to send those out. If you want to do it digitally, print them, up to you. We are offering a couple different packages as well, which I think is a super, super great deal and super convenient. So $85 for every 50 cards you order. That'll include the design. We will get those printed for you, envelope, and assemble them, and then we will have that ready for you to be picked up in Pepper Pike or Lakewood office. Or for an extra $10, same thing. We will get those printed, put them in envelopes, and then but with this, we will do the labels. So you'll just send us the addresses you want them to be sent to and the names. We'll take care of that, assemble, and send them out for you as well on time. And then there's also an option to do custom holiday cards if you want to make it a little more personal to your branding style, or if you want to add a specific message, graphic. You can even feel free to, if you want to add extra like family photos, anything to make it more personal. So that is an option as well. The pricing is listed there. If you're interested, absolutely reach out. With the holiday cards specifically, I would avoid making them too salesy. Like, for example, if you don't necessarily want to talk about like your personal stats or like you have homes you have for sale or listings or anything, this is a good time to keep things more warm and personal to your clients. And also with the cards, we do have an option to add any like personal extra touches. There's like higher quality paper stock for like colored envelopes. Like you can do some like gold and embossed cards as well. So that's always an option as well.
Nice. So I can do anything from just have you design it to give you a list of names and addresses and a picture of me and my family, and you'll get it out to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in between.
Yes.
Love that.
About anything.
And I see you're getting some love in the chat as well. Brian Brobst shouting you out. And then I know you got a few clients on here.
Thanks, Brian.
All right, let's talk about gifts. What are you getting this year for Christmas?
So with gifts, there's a pretty wide range of options that you can do for your clients to show that you care. One idea that I have a template made for are magnetic calendars. This is, I think, an amazing idea. It's like a little calendar, pretty decent size, but it's going to have the calendar for the entire year on it. This is a great idea or great option, I think, because it's like you're guaranteed to be on the fridge for an entire 365 days, more than likely. Most people aren't going to throw that away. So they're going to subconsciously see your face every single day, which I think is great. You can also do different branded gifts. This is a pretty wide variety of options. You could do like hats, pens, cups, tumblers. These items can tend to be a little higher in price, so it kind of depends if you want to do these for specific clients, more of your like luxury clients. Gift cards are always an option too. You can do them in small or large quantities. You can do even like, I like the idea of doing like a coffee on me type idea. So you can get like a $10, $5 gift card for to like a local coffee shop, which I always recommend supporting local during the holidays, especially. But you can do like Starbucks, Dunkin', different restaurants, just a little token of your appreciation. Gift baskets are always a great option as well. With these, you could definitely include any of those branded gifts that we talked about. You can do chocolates, sweets, baked goods. The hot cocoa kit, I think, is always a cute idea. Definitely can range widely in price depending on your budget. So you can kind of pick and choose what's most effective to you if you want to target like certain clients. But yeah, definitely a huge variety of options there.
And that is depending on what the gift is. Like if I had 15 clients last year, or I have, 10 people, like how small, like what would you recommend? Like, hey, it's probably not worth it if you're not going to send it to at least a dozen people, or does it even matter? Or is it product specific?
I don't know if that necessarily matters. Definitely product specific if you're doing like the branded gifts. Because with those, I mean, because I was doing some research, and even like if you were to get like a tumbler, that can be $40.
Yeah.
So it kind of depends on your price range. You can always do, like I said, like the smaller gifts as well. It just kind of depends if you're going to be ordering custom made items. Depends what your budget is, but not super necessary.
Okay. Excellent. And so just anybody, somebody's on this call and they might be thinking, oh my God, I've only got like a dozen people or 25 people that I'd want to send a gift to. You don't need to have 100 past clients to leverage something like this for a special, almost VIP group of people. Oh, and here are some examples.
Yeah, so here's a few examples that you could order through the Levitt Center if you were interested. Like the tumblers, you can do the hats. I did include on here that magnetic calendar I was talking about. That's pretty cost efficient. It's not super insane. That ranges based on like the quantity. Obviously, the more you buy, the cheaper they're going to be. So if you were interested in that, please inquire and we could work something out to figure out the best strategy for you. But I do highly suggest if you do any of these gift options, especially gift basket or honestly any of them in general, definitely include an updated business card. So I'd recommend getting those ordered too by the end of November if you do need updated business cards, especially anyone who does have the old Rocky River address still and wants to switch over to Lakewood.
Nice. All right. Email campaigns.
Yes. Great way to stay automated and keep in touch with your clients. Here you can send festive email newsletters highlighting market insights, local holiday events, or exclusive content to stay in touch during the season. You could even include holiday tips, personal messages, any like holiday themed recipes, just to add more of a personal touch, value and warmth. Email campaigns is like with social media as well, is probably the most cost effective way to reach out to your clients all at once. You can create one template, have it scheduled and be sent out to your entire database, which is super simple to do. On the next slide, I do have some email templates created for you to check out.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're gonna. So these are all made through command. So we do have the option on the previous slide. If you want to go back one more time, I went a little too fast. So those email templates that you will see in a second, $10 each if you want to just download the template itself. This will go into your command account. You'll just have to put in the subject if you want to send it out to your entire database, which I would recommend, or if you want to do a specific group, you'll just have to fill that out, schedule it, send. We also have the option to have us schedule and manage it for you. With that, you just have to give us your command login and we'll take care of everything for you. Track the email, schedule it, manage everything. We also have the option for custom email designs as well. This is great if you do want to brand specifically to yourself and your business, or add any of that exclusive content that I talked about, like the events or holiday tips or anything there. So now on the next slide are some of the examples that we have for command. So kind of the same as the like everything we were talking about earlier with the Thanksgiving, happy holidays, happy New Year. Then we'll have a happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and then the option for custom. If you were interested in these and you do not use command, definitely familiar with other email softwares as well, like Constant Contact and MailChimp. So if you were interested and weren't sure and don't use command, please reach out and we'll definitely work something out.
Nice.
Right. Holiday events and festive open houses. Give a little gift to show your clients that you care. So here's just a few general ideas if you were interested in doing any events. I know some of these things need to be planned a little far in advance, so it kind of depends on how elaborate you want to be with these, but just some options. You can always do a photos with Santa. That's definitely a great way to connect with your clients in like a very family-friendly environment that kind of fits your brand. You can even do like a pie pickup or any other custom event that is relevant to you and you know your clients would be interested in. I really love the idea of doing a festive open house if you have any current listings. Definitely makes for a more memorable experience for your, not only your current client that you're doing it for, but also potential clients coming in are going to notice you going above and beyond. You can do like holiday decorations, holiday themed food, drinks, just so it creates more of like a warm, relaxed environment for everyone involved. And if you were interested in doing any sort of event or themed open house, some things Leverage Center can provide. You can do email campaigns, Eventbrite, RSVP creation and management, social media graphics, invites, flyers, etc.
So when I think about all the things that go into planning an event, what am I going to do? Where am I going to do it? Who am I going to invite? I got to get people there. Like we always get caught up in the like super, what, I mean, I guess what are the super relevant details of the who, what, when, where, and how. And then we don't have an articulated strategy to actually get people to show up, right? So much of any event is how we talk about it, who we talk to it about, how we market it, and when we do that. And so you're just taking that, you're offering to take that off the plate for anybody. Like, hey, we'll build the strategy, we'll get the RSVPs, we'll blast your database, and all you got to do is focus on who you want to be Santa in the photo. Love that.
You can focus on the fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
This is the fun stuff for me.
It's hard.
All right, next, social media posts. A great way to enforce your appreciation with your clients digitally. Like the email campaigns, this is a super cost-efficient way to do touches with clients and reach out. You can simply just post on your social media, your personal, or if you have a business page, I would recommend both if you do not. You can even tag clients if you wanted to like reach out in like a very specific way and support them or celebrate or like reach out, and if there's like a certain like story you wanted to tell about them, that's always a nice little special touch, obviously within reason. But definitely keeps you top of mind and just keeps you updated and relevant on social media too. Boosts you in the algorithm.
And that's free 99.
Yes, yeah. So here we have the 5 different options. Same theme as before: holiday, Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, and New Year. On the next slide, you get like a little bit of a closer look. So these are going to be a free digital download for you. If you do scan this QR code here, that is going to take you to a form where it'll just ask for some just basic information, your name, your preferred email address, phone number, and then you'll kind of get like a little bit of a closer look at the designs too on that that form there. That also will be in the chat, the link, if that's not working for you. But for these specifically, for the free templates, We will, once we get that form from you, we'll fill out all the information for you. So we'll put your name, your headshot if you want it, and we'll send that over to you right away. So you don't have to worry about filling anything out. It'll all be ready and created for you. Then also always have the option of doing any custom social media posts. So if you do want one of those made, please feel free to reach out there. But also on that form, you'll see the whole top section is going to be about the free templates. And then under that, there's going to be an option to fill out if you were interested in anything else we talked about today. So any of the email marketing or the gifts, magnetic calendars. So that is always an option too. If you want to fill that out, you can do it that way or reach out to me either way.
Love it. And then, and I can go and oh, there's, you beat me to it. I was going to say, how do I schedule some time with you?
Yep. Yes, you can scan that link. That will take you to my Google booking page. I am typically I like to have my schedule open for meetings Tuesdays, Thursdays. Tuesdays, I am in Lakewood. Thursdays, I'm usually in Pepper Pike, but definitely always have the option too for phone call or Zoom or even text, email, if that's easier for you, just whatever's more convenient. So if there's the link, if there's no times that work for you, absolutely feel free to reach out and we could work something out.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, let's open it up. Is there anybody that has any questions? Do we need to click back a few slides to show you some of the other examples, or is there something you didn't see that you want to suggest or explore whether or not it's an option? It's pretty cool considering, Tori, so much of what we do as real estate professionals is, consistent and strategic communication. It's also driven by our database. And then, some of us are really good at executing. Some of us are really good at the building. Some of us are really good at the selling. And I feel like if I'm not good at the first two, you can help me with that. And if somebody came to you and they're like, hey, listen, I don't want to do anything related to my real estate business. I actually just want you to send my family Christmas card. I just want to be clear, you can do that.
Yes, absolutely.
You will do that.
Yes, yeah.
That's awesome.
I do I can't stress enough if there's certain things that you are interested in, you just kind of assume that we can't take care of or don't know if we can take care of, please reach out, because more than likely, even if we can't, we'll figure out how to do it and make it happen for you.
Serena's asking, a great example. If I had a holiday recipe I wanted to throw on the back of a holiday card, I could do that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we could do a full custom card if you'd like, or if there's any of those the pre-made ones that you like, we can use one of those and just add any additional information you would like to.
I do believe, Serena, that if that's what you're thinking about doing, we're going to need to sample that recipe first. I'm going to have you bring that into the office, let me eat it, and then make sure that it goes on the card. I assume that it will, but I just want to be sure. No, that's great. And a great example of, look, here's something that I like to do for my friends and family. And it's always, I love getting, how much do we love getting the text or the phone call that somebody got our card? How much do we hate actually mailing the cards to make it easy?
Right.
Awesome. Any other questions? Any other anythings? I know, like I said, I think a couple of Tori's clients in here. If you have anything to add for the people that are sitting on the sidelines wondering if it's worthwhile to engage, feel free to share some testimonials, or if you're wrapped, we're wrapped.
This is Chris Case. Tori's been helping me with something on the side, and she's been doing a great job, and we're tweaking things. I'll ask her if maybe she could adjust the font or try different sizing, and so she's been a great help for me.
That's awesome, Chris. I can't wait to see what you're working on with her. I know you have a lot of creative stuff and a lot of fun stuff, so I'll be excited to see that.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I see Polly pop up on my screen.
Yeah. Hi, Tori. Hi, how you doing, Mike? I would say for my social media posts, you're only as relevant as the last time they see you. So Tori has been managing my social media posts with relevant, what's going on in the community, what's going on with my listings, creating personalized items just for Polly Lorenzo brand. And everything is branded with Polly Lorenzo. Thank you, Tori. It looks really nice. It's very classy, very nice. I sat with Tori. We did, I had a branding meeting with Tori because I want my look to be, when I walk into a room, I want people to that see me, know me, or like me, that it comes across in all the branding as well. And so I had a branding meeting with her, and she created a brand board. Thank you, Tori, which showed kind of all the colors I want to use, the adjectives I want to use. And it's been beautiful. It's just beautiful. And I have gotten comments as of late. Bruce and I have went to a couple things, and they're like, "Wow, that looked really good." So it was just a couple comments, but that's really great ROI when people actually say, even just, "Wow, I saw that. That looked really good. Where is that house?" or whatever. Where do you want to adopt that dog from? So yeah, so it's worked out really good. The other thing that I haven't done with Tori yet, but we're on the holidays. We talked about a campaign for 3 different campaigns that I want to work with her. But I actually branded myself with Starbucks, and it didn't cost very much money, and it's my name on Starbucks cards. And it's a really simple logo. I think I had to use their logos, but I could get a $5 Starbucks card through them. And so I have some of those, which I sent out last year or about a year and a half ago. And then I didn't do anything with them because we were just quite busy with our family. But when I did send out those $5 thank you cards at Thanksgiving 2 years ago, I got feedback from specifically one family that I got 4 family members from on that $5 thank you gift card from Starbucks. And it was worth it. Another idea that I'm going to do this year is to even be lower in price, because I live with somebody who I'm not allowed to say is cheap, but he's very, very, very money conscious with my budget. So anyways, but there is, so you can get $5 gift cards with Starbucks if you go through them and brand. But then also, I am not a gambler, but I love scratch offs, scratch. And you can buy those holiday dollar or $2. I don't even know what they are because I haven't bought them yet. But the holiday scratch offs, and in the Christmas cards that we'll do together, Tori, I want to drop those holiday scratch offs in there. And if somebody wins $5, I know I'm going to get a phone call. So, but yeah, so it's like, if I'm going to do 100 cards, then I'm going to buy $1 scratch off. That's still $100 investment. I think it's worth it because these are past clients of people that know me, like me, and trust me. And it's just mushing beautiful things towards your sphere. So anyways, that's my point of view. And you've been very healthy for my business, and thank you for helping me, because I can take my time in doing all this, or I can take my time in doing the things that are necessary for what I need to do in sales with meeting and greeting people. So thank you, Tori.
Of course. Thank you, Polly. I appreciate it.
And
I love all the ideas. I love all the ideas whoever wants to share.
Oh yeah, our next meeting. I know our last one got cut short, so that's on the precipice of what we need to talk about at our next one.
Well, it shouldn't go without saying, Polly, you're having one of your best years ever. Is that right?
I will say, starting in February, I really focused on business. I did all the things. I made phone calls. I did everything I could. I was grinding it out. And I did over 7 million at the beginning of the year in the first quarter or the first half. And it was amazing. But the other beautiful side of that coin, being in real estate, is no matter how successful we are, we have to grind. There's no sitting back on your laurels, and grinding made me have a successful year thus far. but it's also given me on the other side of that coin, really beautiful time that I needed with my family this year too. So I have said for 15 years, you know, what is the balance in real estate? You know, it's like I've been looking for this elusive unicorn, and it's like, well, if you feed your business is going to go up. If you feed your family's going to go up. You know, it's like, who do I feed? But I will tell you, the one aha moment, and my husband and I were just talking about this, when you actually grind it out, make the phone calls, do all the things that you know you need to do, like we all know what we need to do, that gives you the flip coin of feeding your family then, because I did have time for the amount of time I needed to take off for my family. So it's been a good year. It's been a learning year for me, but it's been a good year. And I couldn't do it without grinding in real estate. Yeah.
Yeah. And well, and hopefully some of that grind gets transitioned into some marketing based things that Tori's helping with, and you can grind a little less next year and still grow the business.
She's a very, very, very good resource. Thank you for bringing her on the Leverage Center, her and Liz both.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Guys, and if anything or everything that Polly said, you're like, oh, those are great ideas. And then you know, what we do is we immediately go into our frontal lobe and we start thinking about how we're going to do it. And then all of a sudden it starts to feel hard. Like, take a beat, take a step back and say, hey, if this is something I want to do, that sounds really cool. If it wasn't talked about by Tori, I promise you guys, the Leverage Center is, we're trying to grow the offerings, right? I know Tori is committed to having a bunch of different things available. And so we'll figure it out together. If there's something you want to try, even if it doesn't flow through the Leverage Center and we just have to find you a different resource, like, we exist to help agents grow their business in every single phase of the game. So let's get into communication, let's get into conversation, and let's talk about it. Awesome. Well, guys, we're barreling towards 10:30. The link is in the chat to schedule time with Tori. ExploreLeverage.com is a great way to access all of our Leverage Center offerings, including transaction coordination and listing management with Liz. So please take advantage of everything that's available. 1, to grow your business, 2, to grow your life, or 3, to free up some time during the very busy time of year that is the holidays. That'll be all for today, gang. Thank you again, Tori. Tori, any last remarks?
Thank you. Yeah, I just appreciate everyone for coming. I'm excited to help you guys throughout the season and get some marketing materials going. Oh, also I want to mention, yesterday was my 4-month Kellerversary.
Oh, hey, nice.
So thank you for everyone for being so welcoming and kind, patient. I appreciate everyone.
Awesome. We love having